Why am I so passionate about an early retirement? Because if you love what you do, great. I'm not saying stop working. If you don't love what you do, I am saying don't go to work solely for financial reasons. Is there another job that you could take? Maybe it pays less, but your enjoyment is so much more. Therefore, maybe there's even a higher financial benefit because you are just working more years. Maybe you say, you know what, I've had enough, but ultimately it's not an early retirement that I care about. It's financial freedom. It's having the ability to say, I have a plan where I can walk away and not have to second guess retirement. I think life is just too valuable to not optimize what you've worked so hard for. So why do I care about an early retirement? I want you to know as early as possible when you are in a position where work is now optional. I find I have the best job in the world. Yes, I talk about the money. Yes, I love talk about tax planning and estate planning and insurance and long-term care and all of that. But ultimately, I care about you. I care about what do you want to accomplish? How can we simply use your money to help you get there? So I have the best job in the world. Anyone can debate me on that. They will lose. I can tell you right now, this is the best job in the world. I get to really help clients understand when they are in a position to retire and what is more rewarding than getting to have that conversation. Now, I will say many times I don't have that pleasure, and I have to say to clients who want to retire and say, hey, you're not in a position to do so unless you do this trade-off. Meaning I never tell a client or anyone who reaches out, you can or can't do this. That is not my role. My role is to be that guide. My role is to be that hiking guide. I use this analogy. If we are going on a hike and you want to get to the top of the mountain, I'm going to help you get to the top of the mountain. But if you went off on your own, you might circle the mountain a few times. You might go through some dangerous areas. My job is to know that mountain, every single direction, every aspect, the longitude and latitude of how do we get to that exact point on the top of the mountain, but also tell you when to stop, when to take out a granola bar, when to sit and enjoy the view. And I'm also going to tell you when to sprint. When, if you keep doing what you're doing, you are going to be over saving for retirement, which, yes, is a real thing. You might end up be underfunding retirement. And I might say, you can keep doing what you're doing, but you will not be on track for your goals. And that's not as fun as a conversation. I even go into what I find is really impactful in a conversation many advisors don't have simply because it's uncomfortable. And I will ask them. I will ask a client who may have a spouse, and I will say, do you enjoy managing your money? And they might say, no, that's why I have you. But sometimes they'll say yes, and I don't know if I want to hand that off to someone. And I'll say, wonderful. If you love doing what you do, then keep doing it. But is this what you enjoy in retirement? God forbid anything happens to you. Do you want your spouse to manage this? And I don't do it to scare them. I do that to really make them ask, is this what you want to spend your time on? The reason I do what I do is to help you maximize your return on life. And much of what I do can be quantified and much of it cannot be quantified. So I like to invite clients to think differently about financial planning. And really, it's not about the money. It's about what that money can create for you. So why am I a planner? Because I want to help you maximize your return on your life.